Welcome back, YouTube. We are going to be doing something a little bit different this time. I'm sure you can tell by the background that this is going to be a Final Fantasy Brave Exvius trial guide video, as that's what's mostly on my channel. But we're going to go over the boss fight a little bit first. Now, we are going to be doing the Shadows of Ruination. This is such an annoying fight. They just MP drain, MP drain, MP drain. First of all, you're going to want to find either a friend unit or somebody on your roster that can MP recover from their limit burst gauge. So that's going to be pretty much a mandatory. Otherwise, you're going to have major difficulties with this fight. You're also going to want to find sources of AoE refresh and just straight out MP regeneration, like CG Nickel, Seaside Nickel. There's a handful that do it. CG Fina. Now, unfortunately, these are all 5-star base units. I'm sure there's some 4-star base units and whatnot that can help you out. Rosa with Bless +2, I think, could help out. You're going to want status ailments. Protection from all status ailments on all of your units. So make sure you have that. The boss likes to confuse and petrify especially. So definitely be careful with that. Let's see. The boss also likes to break you. I am not going to bring any form of break resistance. You can if you want to mitigate the damage slightly more. I'm just going to try and pretty much mitigate the damage on my own. And that's pretty much about it. To reduce the MP drain amount, you're going to want to break their attack and magic because they use hybrid damage to drain your MP. So if you boost up your defense and spirit and lower their attack and magic, it'll help out quite a bit. So with that being said, this is an extremely annoying fight. The first boss isn't too bad, only has 780 defense and 93 spirit. That makes you want to go, okay, well, I'm going to go magic damage all the way. Be careful with that, because the next boss has 1500 spirit and 1200 defense, and has 25 million hit points. This boss is the most annoying boss. There are some ways to help mitigate some of that. The only status element, or only element that they are not resist to, both of them, is light element. They're not weak to it, but I mean, they're not immune to it. All the rest of them, they're 100% immune, and on the first one, it's 50% on everything but dark, and dark is 100%. They can be, the first boss can be attack, defense, magic, and spirit broken. The second boss can only be attack and magic broken. So keep that in mind. The second boss, it comes with 2 spirit companions, I guess you could say. And whenever they die, the boss will do a move called I Will Destroy You, I believe. Let me double check that. Yes, I Will Destroy You, which does magic damage 120% to all enemies, and it decreases the light and dark resistance by 300% to itself. So that's when you're going to want to be able to do the damage. That 120% magic attack hurts, but can be covered. I'm going to be using Awaken Rain. He's going to be helping with MP recovery and tanking that attack especially. So, that's pretty much all that's to be said about it. Just try and kill with the spirits one at a time so you get that juicy 300% in peril to light and darkness 2 different times. You're going to have to tank that big attack twice, but that's okay. All that being said, let's go ahead and get into the fight. Alrighty, and welcome back. Now, obviously, like I said, we're doing Shadows of Ruination. This is an annoying fight. You can't use any limit bursts. You can't use any items, and you need to evoke an Esper. Evoking an Esper shouldn't be that big of a deal. It's a long fight. No limit bursts, that sucks. Limit bursts, they're just, in my opinion, they're better to cast. They're good to cast, especially in long fights like this. They can help you conserve MP, they can help you get an end peril off, they can put a re-raise on yourself. There's just a lot of reasons why I prefer being able to cast limit bursts, but can't do it here unless you want to miss out on the 10,000 raid coins. That is completely fine. It's not that big of a deal. That's one full run through your raid orbs, pretty much. That's it. No items, that's not as bad, except for when you're looking at a fight like this. It drains your MP. Limit bursts, or items, are very handy for regenerating your MP. Elixirs, mega ethers, all kinds of items like that. They're extremely helpful for fights like this. They just, in my opinion, they did this just to be dicks. But it is what it is. Depending on how long this fight goes, I may fast forward a little bit through certain parts of the fight, just kind of ones that are rinse and repeat. We'll see. But this is how I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to be doing physical damage. And I believe this is the guy I'm going to bring. Okay, he's resistant to all the things that are necessary and has a light sword on. That way we can take advantage of that light and peril when it does come up. Now, we're not going to be able to do the light and peril ourselves due to the fact of I'm using 2 Kingdom Hearts clouds. If you have Agrius, I believe she does a light and peril. Orlando, he definitely does a light and peril. Lauren here, she has a light and peril. There's a lot of light and perils out there. So if you really want to maximize your damage, go ahead and bring Divine Ruination Light and Peril Chainer. That's fine. Or you could use a different chaining family. That's fine. You could use the Absolute Mirror chaining family, Octo Slash. Hell, you could probably even use a non-elemental Kingsglaive. I'm sure there's that. There's plenty of options out there for just damage-wise. Now, I believe your best bet would probably be to go hybrid damage against these guys, but I'm going physical, so let's see how it goes. Well, first, my people are definitely not free-to-play equipped. I mean, as you see from a full 5-star base team here, doing a free-to-play trial on this, or trial guide on this, I feel like the video would just be way too long. Even doing it like this, the video may be a bit long. So, pretty much I'm going to go through the resistances. I got all the resistances I need. Decent attack, decent parameters here. He could be a bit better on all of his parameters. He's not max level. I literally just leveled him up for this fight. Just because I was like, you know, this is more of a defensive fight. Might as well try it. Awaken Rain is who I'm using. He is going to be here for his heal with the Good Chamberlain. This is a very handy thing. And for his, what is it, Scarlet Healing? Yeah, Scarlet Healing. This uses his Limit Burst gauge to restore 50 MP. That'll be enough to give Seaside Nickel here enough to do his MP recovery move. And he's also got the Ring of Lucille. Just in case he gets hit, he may counter with Holy just to get some MP back for himself. Just any way that possible to try and get MP back at this point. Fina, I mean, she's here to do her healing stuff. I mean, that's what she does. And by the way, if you did want to forego the Limit Burst, she does reduce light damage as well, or light and peril as well with her Limit Burst. So keep that in mind. And then Cloud here. We got the important status resistances done. Silence, no big deal. He's not a magic user. Poison, I'm not entirely sure where I got poison from. Yeah, not entirely sure where I got the poison resistance from. Doesn't matter though, because that's not important. A little bit of poison damage, no big deal. It's what your healer's for. So, got everybody nice and beefy, status resistant to the important status ailments. Let's go ahead and get into it and start getting our MP drained. So this first little part here is the hardest to get through because you don't have any buffs up. You're going to be hit really hard because you don't have any buffs up, you don't have any imperils up. It's a very shitty way to start out. Let's see. And here we're sitting here, and Rain got his heal off for the team, which because he's got high spirit, that helped a lot. Fina still has some MP. Seaside Nickel has enough to do his move here twice, I believe. Yes, he does. Perfect. So, he's going to regen a bunch of MP for everybody. Fina, as much as I would love to use her to heal, what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to use her to cast Manatopia, which will give Lauren enough to get her break off. So now she can break, which gives us more damage mitigation. So we'll get less MP drained from here on out. These two, actually both of them, I think I'm going to have them guard just to play it safe. And Rain here is going to do Energy Wall. And that way, he helps. Yep, there we go. He's covering the big attack there, or the magic attacks there. They're not very big. I mean, as you can see from the 10 to 12 damage it's doing per hit. Okay, there goes Fina's MP. But because he took all those hits, he's going to do that one big heal for us. Not big heal, but it's especially helpful. I mean, as you can see, I haven't done any healing yet, and my people are almost back up to full. So now we are going to cast a little bit of damage mitigation with Lauren here. Nickel here, which I didn't realize it until just now, but he didn't do his spirit drain there, which is phenomenal because now that gives us an opportunity to do this, which gives us more damage mitigation because those should stack. Yeah, see, physical mitigation and then reduces damage. So physical damage is going to do practically nothing to us. And she can now do Manatopia again because we don't need to heal. Can he regen some MP yet? Not quite. So he is going to... where is it? Stand out. So that way he gets attacked more often than not. And then these two are going to start doing their damage. Now, I'm hoping this doesn't kill this first one because I'd rather spend more time on this first one than the second one just to get the Esper built up, but we'll see. Let's see how this goes. Okay, I don't think it'll kill him. Perfect. Only 12%. Manacle Slash. And... See that little tiny bit of MP drain? And then Full Break Plus. Perfect. And let's see. Okay, so we're good so far. Okay, I'm not sure who was doing all that healing, but I think it might have been Nickel. Okay, so Nickel, he is going to, instead of doing MP recovery this turn, he's going to be doing this, Foam, which will just reduce the MP drain even farther and give us a barrier. So now what we can do is with Rain, we could do this. With all of these people, we're just going to normally attack. Try and build up that limit burst gauge, or not limit burst gauge, the Esper gauge as much as possible. Because that's going to be the kicker. We need to do a limit, or an Esper. And we got a little bit of MP drain going on, but with all of the parameters increased and the boss broken, we're doing pretty good on MP. That's really the main thing of this fight. You really gotta have the boss broken. Otherwise, you're gonna be taking a lot of that MP drain. So, Fina, she can sit here and do Manitope. No, actually, she's just going to normally attack. And actually, all of them, they're just going to normally attack. And apparently not get as much Esper gauge as I wanted. But, such is life. We could have taken out Fina and put a summoner in. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, that's probably would have been the best idea. Because if we'd done that, Esper damage isn't calculated in defense or spirit, I don't think. So it just does straight damage. So I could have put Bahamut in there and finished with Bahamut and probably done a ton of damage. There's another possible strategy for this. So, Nickel here is starting to get a little hurt. So we'll go ahead and do that. Rain can do Scarlet Healing to get Fina's MP up a little bit. She is still broken pretty good. So we'll just normally attack with these guys. Okay, so again, not nearly as much Esper gauge as I wanted, but that's okay. And there goes Nickel, unfortunately. He got targeted big time there. He had a target on his back apparently. Alright, so we're gonna go on full life him. And he can sit there and do Scarlet Healing to get some MP back to all of these guys that lost it. And that's what I was figuring. He's resist to physical attacks, but his brakes came off. That's why he did so much there. And we're just going to guard with them too, because it doesn't really matter to do much more. Manacle Slash, Spirit Burn, of course. But even with just the normal breaks, you see how little the damage is that comes in. Apart from, obviously, that little bit of damage that just almost wrecked Nickel again. But Nickel, he's a little low. So I was hoping that Nickel would... Okay, he did do his little move there a few times. Lifeguard, refresh, refresh. And there we go. We're starting to get that back up. He's going to go ahead and do Energy Wall just to mitigate some more damage coming in, because that's starting to hurt. And she can do Prime Heal just to get Nickel back up a little bit and take off the poison and what do you call it, off of her. So next turn we're probably going to do General's Manifesto just to make sure that we get a little bit less coming in. That is if He might die. She might die here. Okay, no. She's not going to die here. That's right. I don't have her, what do you call it? Her defense broken anymore. Spirit Burn. Say goodbye to the MP. Why is she just targeting the hell out of Nickel? Okay, Full Break Plus, Defender of Hope, Holy Retaliation. Ooh, did that charm work? Oh, of course not. Never does, but... Okay. So, we are extremely low on MP. We really need MP. That's the name of this fight. We need MP. We need MP. Scarlet Healing. MP, MP, MP. Okay, up to 130 on everybody. Manitopia. Give some more MP recovery to everybody. We're gonna attack separately. Just that way we don't chain. Because if we chain, we were getting probably a kill there. Oh boy, there's that Spirit Bird again. Okay, so Chamberlain's expertise. Perfect. Okay. Let's get some of that MP back. That'll make it so she can do this, which will get us another 50 back. Which will make it so that he can do this. Just to mitigate some more of that. And one attack. Perfect. Sweet. We got 2 that time. We can't go doing too much damage here. Alright. Spirit Burn again. Saw that coming. Deadly Thrust. Alright. So. Why are you... Well, she's probably dead here. Yep. That is a problem. Come on. Do Chamberlain's X. Nope. Shit. That is a problem. Did not want to kill her on counters. Enemy strikes first. Spirit Burn. Okay. Thank God. It looks like Nickel survived. But it appears that Rain here is angry now. Okay. So we're just gonna guard through this. Hopefully we survive. Of course Nickel isn't going to survive, because why would he? Okay, is Rain still angry? Probably. He's not. Perfect. So, now, let's get a little bit of MP back to everybody. And now... what we can do is full life. We don't really need to heal anybody else. Get him back up. She can reduce attack and magic for all of them, which is extremely helpful. And we're gonna start targeting this one. Holy shit. Okay. So let's just do a little bit of damage on her. Okay. Sweet. So it looks like we did not get hit by the yeah, the spirit drain. That is excellent, because that allows Rain to do, well, what we're gonna do first is this. A little bit of MP recovery and a little bit of defensive mechanisms. And then Rain will do Energy Wall for more defense. 50 plus 40 is 90, so we're not quite going to be able to get the full break that we want. But what we can do is not that, apparently. We're going to do a little bit of support with Lauren. It's probably not going to do a whole lot, but it'll help a little bit. She can... go ahead and cast Manatopia on everybody. And let's kill that one. Let's see how I do. Okay, so I will destroy you. And it looks like a Spirit Burn's coming in too. See, Rain here is a beast. Okay, so now what we need is we need to take advantage of that light in peril. So we need to get as much MP back as possible right here, right now. So Scarlet Healing, first and foremost. And then Lifeguard and Lifeguard Refreshment. That gets us back quite a bit. She's going to do Manatopia. Manatopia. There we go. Lauren, as much as I would love to do her big break here, I'm going to use her to cast this Esper. Just in case. I don't think we're going to kill it here, but we are about to kill this spirit with this. Continuum cut. And continuum cut. Alright, so let's see how this does. Okay, so we got it down to 61%. So now, as long as this time, which we should survive again, okay, perfect. So we're alive. I can now do her big break. as soon as Rain's done healing himself pointlessly. Perfect. We could do this, and that way we take less damage. He is going to... he's actually going to cast this to reduce damage even farther coming in. She is going to cast... No, she doesn't need to cast Manatopia. She can instead... Yep, we're going to cast Manatopia. We don't really have another use for her right now. Rain here is going to cast Energy Wall. And these two are going to do this again. %, 25%. So as long as this lasts one more turn, we should be able to survive, or kill her. There's that spirit burn, unfortunately. But we had a bunch of defensive means up. Unfortunately, she is now immune to physical attacks. That is a problem. Nope, charm didn't work. I always gotta check that. You never know when that's actually gonna work. Alright. So. Us doing any damage is not gonna do us any good right there. So we're gonna do this. And let's double check this. This will reduce damage coming in. Perfect. She can guard. He... I don't know exactly what Crush Slash Plus does, but I'm not using it. We're using this for the damage increase. She can Manatopia. And he needs Energy Wall backup? Nope. So, more MP for everybody. And I think she'll keep the... Yeah, okay, so her resistances are still down. So as long as this turn we survive... everything should be fine. Yep. She's done this turn. So, we got an Esper done. We didn't use any items. We haven't used any limpers. So, that should be... this should be a kill right here. We'll go ahead and start out with that. Because we don't want that to break the chain on us. And you know what? We're gonna finish it out with a bang, hopefully. Either that or I just screwed myself. Alright. Diver. And... unfortunately, that's only for himself. So we're actually going to do this to increase our damage even further. And he could do Scarlet Healing. No, we're going to do Energy Wall, just in case, because, you know, I could screw this up. Alright, and this should be the kill. And you know what? Ooh-wee. And just for some insult to injury. Alright, so that was the fight. we should get everything here. This was my, well, it was technically my first time through. First time all the way through. I did do the fight once on stream on Friday night. Yeah, Friday night. And I used 2 Transteras. It just took forever because I wasn't using the Elemental Imperil like I did just there. That Elemental Imperil that you get from killing those 2 spirits, that is where you do the damage. Other than that, it's just a very, very slow fight. I had a 1500 magic and a 1600 magic Transtera that when they Chaos Chained, that's the 4 casts, they did 3% damage at a time. It was just ridiculous. So you definitely want to take advantage of those imperils. This was my team, and these are the rewards. So that's everything there. Good stuff. I hope that this helped you out greatly, and if it did, I would super appreciate a like and especially a subscribe. I get quite a number of views on these videos, but I am extremely lacking in subscribers on this channel, so I would appreciate it. If you want to hit that notification button, I would be extremely appreciative of that as well. Let's go and do my daily real quick before we end this video out. Summon already performed. Must have done it last night. So instead of leaving it at that, we'll go ahead and do a ticket summon. But I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching up until now. And like I said, comment down below if you have any questions, concerns, or requests on future videos. What did we get? We got Freya. That sucks, but that's okay. The Angel Earrings actually aren't too bad. 50% Dark Resist. That can be handy for certain things. Auto regen, useless pretty much. MP by 20%, that's pretty decent. Yeah, so I appreciate you guys watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.